reminding me. Okay, so we are back. So then again, waminan nasi. Waminan nasi.
Harf-e-jar.
Yes.
Harf-e-jar.
Harf-e-jar and majroor. Harf-e-jar and majroor.
Majroor.
Good. Billahi.
Billahi again harf-e-jar and
Ba plus
Allah.
Allah. Allah. Have lafzu jalala. Allahi.
Lafz
Again.
jalala.
Wabil yawmi. Bil yawmi.
That again because of that the other portion gets the
no, not there. Already this it has its own harf-jar, ba. So it is ba plus al yawmi.
Okay.
Ba plus al yawmi. Okay.
Al-yawmi.
So it has its own harf-jar. Yeah. Okay. So now al akhiri. Al akhiri is also majroor. Okay. The question is why? There's no harf-jar before it. There is no wow before it, right? Why it is akhiri? So this concept you have not studied yet. There is one more reason for a word to have the grammatical breakdown of the previous word that you have not studied yet. Inshallah, I will teach you that. So right now, hold on. Okay. So this ba has effect on yawmi, and this ba has also effect here because of some other reason. Inshallah, I will teach you that. So this akhiri is something else. Why it is e sound? Because of some other reason. Okay. That inshallah, when we will study that fragment, inshallah, this is one more fragment, sifa mausoob. Then at that time, inshallah, I will tell you. Okay. Now, bimu'minin. Again, harf-jar and majroor. Ba plus mu'minin. So it was actually mu'minun, but ba came before it. It became what? Majroor. Right. So this is how, inshallah, you will practice your notes, inshallah. You have almost 1 week now. So today, inshallah, I'll give you introduction of one more fragment. So fragment number 3. Fragment number 3. This is called Harf-e-Nasab. Harf-e-Nasab and its ism. Or you can say in Arabic, you say they write Harf-e-Nasab, Nasab wa Mansoob, or wa ism can write. So okay. So what does this Harf-e-Nasab mean? Harf, again, you know harfs, right? Like harf-jar, right? There are some harfs in Arabic, especially in the Quranic context, I'm telling, in Arabic, which when they come before ism, they make that as ism mansoob status. So like harf-jar is haruf-jar, right? Like the harf-jar, whenever they come before ism, they make it majroor. They change the status of the ism and make it majroor. And there are some harfs in Arabic language which when they come before ism, they make it mansoob. I told you by default ism is marfu. It becomes mansoob or majroor because of some reason when something strikes on it. And for majroor, you have seen there are two cases. Like one is a harf-jar comes before it, it becomes majroor, or a mudaf comes before it, it becomes majroor. Now we'll be inshallah studying about when a word becomes mansoob. One of the reasons for a word to become mansoob is when a harf-e-nasab comes before it. One of the reasons, not only, it's not only. So one of the reason. So one of the reason for a word to become mansoob, we can write one of the reason for a word become mansoob is when The Harf-e-Nasab. So people are still, I don't know. Nasab comes before it. Okay. Okay. So what are those Harf-e-Nasabs? So let's study. Again, you have to memorize these. One of the Harf-e-Nasab is inna. Inna. You might have seen in the Quran very quite frequently. Inna Allah, right?
Ji.
Inna means
Indeed,
yes. Inna means
indeed,
certainly. Best,
certainly.
certainly. Inna means certainly. Okay. So this inna, when it comes before some ism, it makes it what? Mansoob, a sound. Then another one is anna. Anna means that. Again, if it comes before ism, it makes it what? Mansoob. Another one is ka'anna. Ka'anna. Ka'anna means as though. As though in English. Like that sometimes, as though. Then you have laita. Laita. Laita means if only.
Female often.
If
like
only. No, if only. Not
only.
if only. Then you have lakinna. Lakinna. Lakinna also you might have seen. Lakinna. 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 Lakinna means however. However. Or sometimes they will translate it as but. Then you have la'alla. These you had to memorize. Like harf-e-jar, you had to memorize these also. La'alla. La'alla means it has many meanings. One of the meaning is so that. Okay, sometimes it may be maybe, sometimes hopefully. Based on the context. Okay, then you have bi'anna. Bi'anna. Or you will have another one for this. Same harf-e-nasab and meaning with same meaning. Li'anna. Both have same meaning. Bi'anna or li'anna. They are generally both are used in Quran. Li'anna means or bi'anna means because. Because. So when these harfs inna, anna, ka'anna, layta, lakinna, la'alla, bi'anna, whenever these harfs come before ism, they make it light. One of the example I'll give you in the Quran. If you see here, inna Allah ma'as sabirin. Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. So you have inna and Allah. You might be thinking why this Allah Lafzul Jalala has a sound. Why it is mansoob? Because it is followed by harf-e-nasab, inna. You see, a word does not change its states just by randomly. It changes its states based on some condition. So that's why I'm telling you, whenever you practice on the Quran, whenever you see an ism, right now we are only studying ism. Whenever you see an ism having a sound or a sound, you should stop and ponder why it has, why it is mansoob, why it is majroor. Because by default it will be marfu. There's not a problem. But when it becomes mansoob and majroor, you should stop and see why. What is the reason why it has become mansoob? So one of the reasons for ism to become mansoob is if it is followed by harf. These harf-e-nasab. Inna, and this Allah became ha because of inna. So inna Allah ma'a. Now ma'as sabirin. Can you tell me what is this combination ma'as sabirin?
It's
Anybody?
mudaf ilayh.
Yes.
Mudaf ilayh.
Exactly. Ma is a special mudaf. Okay, and this is, you can see this is majroor, right? Sabirina. Okay. So can you translate? Sabirin means patient, the ones who are patient. Can you translate this?
Indeed, Allah is with the patient.
No,
Patient.
certainly. Certainly.
Certainly. Indeed, I said, okay. Certainly, I should say.
Is with the
patient. Patient.
You can see, if you see from the verse, inna Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used inna here. You see, Allah could have also used Allahumma as-sabirin. That's also correct. Allahumma as-sabirin. Allahumma as-sabirin. Allah is with the patients. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used inna. Why?
It's for stressing, emphasizing, taakid ke liye.
Yes, he gave us certainty. So when if I say like this, Allah is with us, and then I say, certainly Allah is with us. There's a huge difference, right? So this gives the 100% hope, certainty. Okay, that's why Allah.
Why can we use indeed in case of certainly? Both are same or it's different?
Generally, the best translation for inna is certainly, verily, no doubt. Okay, so
sometimes in the translation we say indeed also. That's why I'm asking.
Yes. So I chose this certainly because it is nice one. It also means sure.
Okay.
It also means verily.
Okay.
It also means indeed. Doesn't matter. But indeed one is not. I don't want to write it down. It also means no doubt. It also means no doubt. Okay. So certainly or verily or no doubt, Allah is with the patients. SubhanAllah. So you can see how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us certainty in this ayah. He could also use Allahumma as-sabirin, but he chose inna. He gave us complete certainty here, in this ayah. So this is one of the example of a word becoming mansoob when it is followed by harf-e, nasab, harf-e-nasab, right? There are many. If you inshallah do the practice in the Quran, if you see here, I have already shared desktop here. Okay, so in the Quran itself, let me see. Inna Allah. Okay. One of these is inna allazina. So here again, this is harf-e-nasab and allazina is mansoob. Okay, because of inna. Okay. So this is one of the thing. Now, one more thing, inshallah, you can go through the Quran for first 30 ayats of the Quran, Surah Baqarah, and try to find this harf-e-nasab and its victim, mansoob. I'll give you one note here. In case of mudaf ilay and harf-e-jar and majroor, I told you that nothing can come in between. Nothing can come in between. But in case of harf-e-nasab and mansoob, there are multiple words can come in between. So a mansoob, the ism which becomes mansoob because of the harf-e-nasab can be located anywhere in the sentence. Doesn't matter. It can be after 3-4 words. Okay, so harf-e-nasab and its ism can be separated. Okay, so you will have, for example, you will have inna here, you'll have inna here, and then some words. Okay, so even if you see in this case, for example, if I put ma'as sabirin first and then Allah last, so you can say, for example, just reorientation. For example, if I say like this, inna ma'a as-sabirina, and then I put here lafzu jalala, Allah. Now here, if you see inna, then ma'a sabirina, okay, and then Allah. So you can see this is mansoob because there is inna, previously it has come in the sentence. So some words somewhere will be having mansoob status. The reason behind that will be somewhere before harf-e-nasab might have come. And when you locate that, oh, this is mansoob, and this is because inna has come before it, that's why it has become mansoob. So when you translate, you have to combine harf-e-nasab and this ism, then translate. So again, you have to translate grammar. You have to grammar. So that's why I told you Arabic language is not sequential. It can be, words can be anywhere. How will you translate how will you make it sequentially? Because of the grammar, through the grammatical rules, right? So here, when you translate, it is still same translation. You will take this inna and combine it with its ism. It cannot be taken alone. It has to be combined with its ism. Okay. So inna Allah, you say inna Allah. When you translate, again you will say certainly or verily, verily Allah. Then you will put other things is with the patience. It is still perfect sentence. Okay, so between harf-e-nasab and its mansoob and its ism, there can come another words also. No problem at all. Okay, but so this harf-e-nasab and mansoob are inseparable. They can be separated also. They can sometimes come together, or sometimes they will be separated. They will be located here and there. There will be one harf-e-nasab and its mansoob will be somewhere else in the sentence. Okay, but in case of harf-e-jar and majroor and mudaf ilayh, this cannot happen. They have to be together, except waw. If waw comes in between, then another word also becomes majroor or whatever, right? So this is what I wanted to tell you. So when you actually try to find harf-e-nasab and mansoob, so this thing can come. You will have harf-e-nasab, then you will have some other things like you will have some marfu word here and some mudaf ilayh with marfu and all, or harf-e-jar and majroor in between, and then you will have a ism which is mansoob because of that inna. So when you do the practice, whenever you see some words mansoob, just see, is there any harf-e-nasab coming before it in the sentence anywhere? If it is not, then that word might have become mansoob because of another reason which I have not taught you so far. Leave it. So first thing is, you see a word having mansoob status, and if it is mansoob, try to find any harf-e-nasab coming before it, inna, anna, lakinna, la'alla. If yes, locate it. Otherwise, there must be some other reason for it to be mansoob. So far clear? Any confusion?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Others, brothers, others?
Yeah, clear, Sheikh.
Everybody okay, fine? No confusion, no doubt.
That confusion will come when we do it on ourselves.
Yes.
Bilal sir.
When you
That's
will,
why I
inshallah,
get
do
in
the
touch with you
practice. Yeah,
without
that's why
confusion.
yes. So kindly do the practice, and you will sometimes get that. And you see, I have changed the permission for the group. I have made it admin mode because some people are sharing any other stuff there. That's why I have controlled the group, so you're not able to communicate there. But personally, you can communicate to me. So if you are having
Yes.
some doubts and all, kindly let me know, inshallah. And now there's a 1 week gap. Please revise the notes from mudaf ilayh to harf-e-jar majroor and this harf-e-nasab mansoob, and make sure that you will memorize harfs. Please memorize. It's not a big deal. We memorize so many things in the world, right? Right? We memorize all to faltu things, which does not have any sense also to memorize, to remember. So what is the big deal in memorizing these harfs. 11 plus these, how many are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So 11 plus 7, right? So 18, 20 words, harfs. So kindly memorize and with meaning. Okay. So inshallah, with the Quran, when you do the practice of the Quran, also you will get used to these words, harfs, inshallah, and you will inshallah get in your vocabulary, inshallah. So let's stop it here then.
The
Inshallah.
special mudaf, how many words? Special mudaf.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it's a big list. It's a big list. Inshallah, I
it's
will.
very big list. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big list. Probably, inshallah, the next week, inshallah, Rahman, I'll surely give that list to you, and then you will memorize those, inshallah.
I have before close. I have only one clarification.
Yeah, kindly, please.
For example, the kalbun kulubun. It's a plural kulubun plus hum. It's kulubuhum or kulubihim, like that. Which one? How it is? We can
So,
say.
so if there is no harf-e-jar.
Yeah.
Sorry, just hold on. So if there's no harf-e-jar before it, then it will be by default kulubu. So let me write it down here for you. So if you have like this, you will have kulubu hum or kulubihim, whatever, doesn't matter. You have kulubu hum. You have it's mudaf ilayh, right? So you have kulubu, which is mudaf, and you have hum mudaf ilayh. Correct? This is by default.
By
This is
default.
right? But if
Yeah.
I put here min, this min
So then
is
kulubihi.
this is harf-e-jar. So this kulubu will become what now? Kulubi. Kulubihum. Now generally this hum actually they will not translate, the pronunciation will be a little bit awkward when you say kulubihum, but it's correct, it's not wrong. So you can also
Okay.
write kulubihim, doesn't matter. So but this him did not become him because of min. Okay, understand that. So it is
Yeah.
just pronunciation. But this kulubu became kulubi because of min. Right? So if you again remove the min from here, this will come to this default status, kulubu. So by default, word is marfu. Ism is marfu. It changed.
Okay.
It's now if I do one thing, if I put, okay, let's keep it here. If I put inna here, I put inna harf-e-Mansoob here. Inna. So what will become to kulubu?
Kuluba.
It will become kuluba. See, it changed states. So it changed states only when something happens before it. When some harf-e-jar majroor comes, harf-e-jar comes, or harf-e-Mansoob comes, right? That's how states change.
Yeah.
So here in this case means inna kulubahum, certainly or verily their hearts. And what that can continue. Okay. Understood?
Jazakallah billah. Yeah, understood.
So let's wind up inshallah here. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.